So here we will see the electromagnetism, varying electric field, and Maxwell's equation. So first of all, we will see the electrodynamics before the Maxwell's, means the equation which have already derived by the scientist, that is the Gauss, Faraday's and Ampere's law. So we will see the divergence and curl of electric and magnetic field are as follows, that is del bar dot E bar is equal to rho upon epsilon 0. It is proved by a Gauss law. Then second equation, that is a del dot B bar is equal to 0. There is a no name, means it is a, there is a no any single dipole is present in the universe. Then third equation, that is a del bar cross E bar, curl of electric field is equal to minus dabba B bar upon dabba T. It is known as Faraday's law, and it is third law of a magnetic field. Then fourth one is a del bar cross B bar is equal to mu 0 J, and is proved by the Ampere's law. So here, so first of all we'll take the divergence of equation 3. So here taking the divergence of equation 3, that del dot curl of E bar is equal to minus dabba upon dabba T into del dot B bar. Equation 1, both LHS and RHS are equal to 0. Since divergence of curl is equal to 0, and from the second law, there is no monopole exist in the universe, that is del dot B bar is equal to 0. Taking the divergence of equation 4 now, we get del dot of curl of magnetic field is equal to mu 0 into del dot J bar. In equation 2, LHS is equal to 0, since divergence of curl is equal to 0, but the RHS is not equal to 0. But we know that for a steady current, del bar dot J bar is equal to 0. But when we go beyond the magnetostatics, Ampere's law no longer remains correct, that is Ampere's law bounds to fail for non-steady current. Here this Ampere's law bounds to fail for a non-steady. So we'll consider an example here, determination of inconsistency in Ampere's law. So here it is a battery and a capacitor is here, and Amperean loop is seen here. Okay, so A is the point. Okay, now suppose we are in the process of charging the capacitor, and Amperean loop as shown dark in this figure. The integral form of Ampere law is given by, that is integral of line element of B bar dot di bar is equal to mu 0 I enclosed. The current flow through or run through a surface that has a loop for its boundary. In this case, the simplest surface lies in the plane of the loop as shown in the figure. So IF enclosed is equal to 0, which implies the current enclosed in the loop. Since the current are non-steady, therefore the current depends entirely on the type of surface used. On which type of surface? That current depends on that which type of surface is used. So which implies the Ampere's law cannot be right beyond the magnetic field. So then how Maxwell's fixed the Ampere's law? So taking the divergence of Maxwell's fourth equation, that is divergence of curl of magnetic field B bar is equal to mu 0 into del dot Z bar, and we know the continuity equation can be written as del dot Z bar is equal to minus dabba rho upon dabba T. By differential form of Gauss law is also known that is a del dot E bar is equal to rho upon epsilon 0. Therefore, rho is equal to epsilon naught into del dot E bar. So substitute equation number 7, 8 in equation 7, we get that is a del dot Z bar is equal to minus dabba upon dabba T into epsilon into del dot E bar. So therefore del dot Z bar is equal to minus epsilon 0 dabba upon dabba T of del dot E bar. Del dot Z bar is equal to minus delta into epsilon 0 dabba E bar upon dabba T. Add the term that is epsilon 0 into dabba E bar upon dabba T with Z bar in Ampere's law. So del dot del cross B bar is equal to mu 0 into del dot Z bar plus mu 0 into delta into epsilon 0 dabba E bar upon dabba T. Here del bar cross B bar is equal to mu 0 Z plus epsilon 0 mu 0 into epsilon 0 dabba E bar upon dabba T. This equation is modified form of Ampere's law by Maxwell's. In equation 10, that is equation number 10, the extra term epsilon 0 dabba E bar upon dabba T is called as the displacement current, and it's denoted as a ZD bar. So this is the displacement current, that is epsilon 0 dabba E bar upon dabba T is a ZD. So resolution of paradox in charging the capacitor. Let us see how the displacement current resolves the paradox in charging the capacitor. In earlier figure, that is the capacitor plates are very close to each other. The electric field between them is E bar is equal to sigma upon epsilon 0. Sigma is nothing but it is a Q upon A. Q upon A into epsilon 0. So therefore dabba E bar upon dabba T is equal to 1 upon A into epsilon 0 dabba Q upon dabba T. Here therefore dabba E upon dabba T bar is equal to I upon A into epsilon 0. We know that current is nothing but rate of change of charge with respect to time. So we can write it as a I. Okay. Now modified Ampere's law or equation 10 in integral form is given by, that is line integral of B bar into di is equal to mu 0 if enclosed plus mu 0 epsilon 0 surface integral of dabba E bar upon dabba T into dA bar. If here we have to consider a flat surface, then E bar is equal to 0. Therefore, dA by E bar upon dA by t is equal to 0. Therefore, line integral of B bar di is equal to mu 0 I. Now here consider if there is a balloon shape, then what happens? Then IF enclosed is equal to 0. Therefore, closed surface integral of dA by E bar upon dA by t into dA bar is equal to I upon epsilon 0. Therefore, line integral of B bar into di bar is equal to mu 0 I. So equation 14 and equation 15 implies that Ampere's law is the same for both the conditions. Okay, hence the modified Maxwell's equations are del dot E bar is equal to rho upon epsilon 0. We can call it as a Gauss law, and del dot B bar is equal to 0. Curl of electric field is equal to minus dA by B bar upon dA by t. It is nothing it is a Faraday's law. And curl of magnetic field is equal to mu 0 J bar plus mu 0 into epsilon 0 dA by E bar upon dA by t. It is the modified Ampere's law.